The subtle Wonder Woman of it all.
I get it.
All right, so we got third movie for you.
Third movie for me. Third time's a charm.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get it right.
So, I mean, you're in a completely different scenario in terms of the movies because you're actually writing continuity.
I'm writing continuity in this one, yeah.
How is that kind of different? Like, are you like cool with it, or would you rather be like wandering
No, I
off of there?
love it because I love being able to take the dynamics that I started with and move them forward. That's such a treat. I mean, it makes it more like a TV show than anything else because I can go back and draw out those relationships and swap them around and do some different things. And hey, these two guys haven't bounced off each other yet, and it helps so much because I'm secure with the voices that we've established in the first movie that it just is great to be able to move forward with them. So I find it really freeing and really fun.
And we also have, simultaneously they had the Vixen series that's going to be on the seed, and they did a Static Shock announcement a couple months ago.
Static Shock, yeah,
so
maybe, that might be even live action even.
Yeah, so I can't remember which one. I think pretty sure live action. So are you saying, hey, look at what a good job I'm doing here? Don't you want me to write for your Static Shock?
That's for you guys. You guys should say, look what a good job this guy's doing. Put him over here.
Yeah, and you've also gotten Aquaman is a very underrated character.
Yes.
So how seriously kind of were you taking this,
extremely seriously because he's got a really rabid fan base who were frustrated that we didn't get to use him in the first one. So there was a real bar. It was a real high bar to vault on this because people wanted this character. They wanted him in a serious way. They wanted him to be cool, and we wanted to make sure to give the people that.
And
the fans that.
Yeah. And there's a lot of incarnations that have been going on with him.
Yeah.
The hook hand, the water hand.
I do like the Peter David hook hand. He's pretty badass.
I'm kind of okay with the Excalibur water hand. I was feeling that. That was very interesting.
When he was in the camouflage.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so, how much of the current New 52 storyline are you going through for this, and how much are you kind of taking from the historic runs?
Automatically, because we start with Arthur Curry, who doesn't know he's Atlantean, we're off the rails because he's not the Sea King yet. So this is really a story about Arthur on his journey becoming Aquaman, rather than Aquaman taking over the throne again. So it is very, very different.
So there's not necessarily going to be a baby in danger down the line.
Some Atlantis plot from the comic series, but you're not necessarily going to see the Aquaman center.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and I think this is again, you're building Atlantis up, which is not something that non-comic readers really get to see very often. So how fun was that? What were your favorite moments in building at least the
Atlantis is a challenge, but it's super interesting because you get to do Game of Thrones type stuff. It's Shakespearean. That's what I really tapped into with this, is that Arthur, Orm, their mother, these feelings are very Shakespearean because it's these people who want to do right by their world. And what I also liked is all of these characters aren't wrong. Orm, when you listen to him, you go, this guy isn't wrong. He's not evil. He's not a bad guy. He's just trying to do the right thing. So it ends up being a really interesting, cool thing.
Right, and since we're talking about underrated characters, what other severely underrated characters do you think are ready to step into the spotlight now?
I would love to do Justice League International. That's all I've wanted to do. I mention it every single time. Justice League International is what I want to do. And Plastic Man. I would love to do something with Plastic Man.
Those are good ones.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you so much.